Julantru. Welcome to Shadowstar, to this Starship review video. I am Captain Ri'shad, and I have the great pleasure of introducing you to this fine and versatile starship. A ship that has made a name for itself by being heavily used by pirates amongst the quadrants, but is also a versatile and light ship used by the Romulan Republic. So, members of the Romulan Republic, the Federation, the Klingon Defense Force and the Klingon Empire, the Dominion, and whoever else is intrigued, I have the great pleasure of introducing you to this fine vessel, the legendary Light Intelligence Warbird, also referred to as the Tallis Refit. Advanced Tallis, what do you want to call it? Star Trek Online refers to it as the Tallis Refit, and a refit it certainly is, if you bear in mind that the original Tallis was, kid you not, TOS period, and a little before. This ship, still fighting now and on par with, I guess, many lesser ships of the period, is an impressive feat. But actually SGO has her fighting along lines with any other ships, so hey ho, that's a better feat. I would say her description is quite fitting. Powerful, timeless. Okay, timeless I semi-question, but hey, I came in with Next Generation. Featuring devastatingly powerful plasma projectiles. Do you know, for someone with an autistic stutter, that's really awkward to say. Unparalleled combat cloaking systems, I will agree with that. This ship has a variety of tricks to teach any new captain. Agreed. She comes with 4 consoles that we'll look at later. She is a legendary ship, like stated, so hey, this makes her essentially a tier 6 fleet vessel, or at least if it's on par with the Federation legendaries, she's a tier 6 fleet. But her actual classification is tier 6. She is available to any faction, and thanks to tier 6 leveling, you can use her straight out the door so long as you have passed the tutorial fit period. She's available for presently 6,000 Zen in the legendary Light Intel Warbird bundle in the Zen store. However, that will be 12,000 Zen once the sale is over. So right now, if you live in the UK like myself, you're talking £40 sterling. Once the sale is over, that's going to be £80 sterling. So take of that what you will. Is she worth it? Let's see. Hull modifier of 1.2 is an impressive hull modifier for an escort, and allows her to take a little bit more punishment than normal. A shield modifier of 0.9 is about expected, so can't really comment there. But hey, 5 forward, 2 aft weapons, essentially the same as a pilot ship, kind of makes her defensive stats a bit more reasonable. Right now she's definitely on par with most pilot ships. But she comes also with the experimental weapon slot, just as other escorts do, giving them 8 weapons in total, and a versatile slot that can do additional damage in a variety of forms. 2 device slots as per expected, don't know why you'd be expecting more than that. She has a base turn rate of 18, allowing her to match many escorts. Not really match other pilot ships though. She will fly circles around any cruiser and a fair few science ships. Only the more nimble and versatile science ships will be able to stay on par with her. Impulse modifier is 0.21 and inertia of 65 means if you're a fan of drifting, you can have some fun with this ship. Very fitting to her first appearance in Star Trek, her bonus power settings are plus 15 to weapons, and +5 to engines. Taking her versatility a bit further, though she is very DPS orientated, this gets even more so thanks to her console positions of 4 tactical, 4 science, and 3 engineering. All in all, this makes her great at tactical DPS and science DPS, but she's weak in the defensive areas. Science, yes, can be used to bonus or boost her defense, but with a weakness. Unfortunately, if you was to do so, you wouldn't really gain that much, too much out of it, as you'll mostly be relying on regenerating, as her shields lack so heavily. Though there are obviously the nimble players that can make more use of her. Finally, her bridge officer positions are a very, very acceptable Commander Tactical Intelligence position, Lieutenant Engineering position, the defensive side coming back up here, Lieutenant Commander Science, Ensign Universal, and Lieutenant Commander Universal. Now, the funny thing there is, thanks to that Lieutenant Engineering, you can get a little bit more out of the ship's DPS, as the engineering bridge officer positions do often help with dealing more damage. So once again, this ship is more amping up its possible offensive power, but that in turn also gives it some more defensive power should you wish to choose to focus your tactical and universals as the DPS boosting. The option is always there, so you can up your defense in other ways. This ship's control ability is relatively high as well as drain, so some things to look forward to with possible builds out there. I'm more than certain we'll be seeing something great out of the Augment Dictator with this. Focus down, we have her Starship Traits. Once you reach level 5 Mastery, you unlock the multiple traits. Withering Barrage, extending the duration of cannon scatter volley by 4 seconds. This is devastating. For a lot of people, you will know that Cannon Scatter Volley 3 is one of those cannon DPS moves which literally can be the difference, a massive difference in your DPS score. Extending it by 4 seconds can give you an almost guaranteed ability to maintain this at all times. If you have tactical readiness alongside that, and let's just point out right now, the Last Serena's console will more than give you enough tactical readiness. You can literally keep Cannon Scatter Volley going on forever with Withering Barrage. So that's a pretty damn good trait. For DPS players at least. Built to Last is more my kind of trait. Great for support players, great for defensive players. Whole healing buff ability grants plus regeneration, but a decrease in weapons power cost. But what am I saying? It will reduce your weapons cost by 33%. This is great for DPSs. But more, we have the plus 30% in the whole regeneration. If you are like my friend Admiral Lynch, this is the ultimate trait for you. He's a DPS regenerator type. He sustains battle by regenerating his hull quickly. Great trait for those that do that. This is also a great trait for anyone who is a tank, who will be trying to deal more damage out and also has to sustain the incoming damage, and is great for support players who need to be able to stay alive in order to make sure their friends are staying alive, of course. 2 amazing traits come with this ship, and certainly 2 traits I'm happy to see. I'll be looking to unlock them nice and quick. Next up, we have the Assault Formation Theta. Hello. This is a good trait. Attack Pattern Omega, my personal favourite, the guaranteed attack pattern for me. Decloaking grants torpedo, high yield, and weapon crit chance and turn rate. When activating attack pattern omega or decloaking, you will be granted high yield 3 with your torpedo. This is magnificent because it's going to greatly enhance the amount of damage output that you're going to sustain with any of your torpedoes. Not necessarily your plasmas. I mean, high yield 3 on a tricobalt device is going to blow apart any pilot ship in mere seconds, especially if they don't see it coming. But a quantum torpedo that's activated on high yield 3 is still devastating. Hitting through hull is devastating. This is such a good trait. Plus 160 Starship weapon amplification. Improves Starship critical chance. Well, improves critical hit severity with weapons for 10 seconds. And a plus 20% to your turn rate on an already nimble ship. This is... excuse me. Already a very, very good trait for this ship. However, unlocking this on another ship... oh no, let's pick one. The Arbiter Battlecruiser, there you go. The Arbiter Battlecruiser. One of its weak spots is its immense turn rate not really fitting. You see, it's high turn rate for a battlecruiser, but with this you could get it up high enough to really take advantage of its weapon layout. What this ship can already take advantage of. All in all, I've got to say 9 out of 10 on the first traits, and the unique trait of this legendary ship, I'll give 8 out of 10 to. The only reason I'm not giving it higher is because it is purely DPS orientated. And there's already a lot of DPS orientated traits. Now, before we take a look at the console, I feel like it's only right to give you guys a quick look at its, well, visuals. This isn't the visual review, so this will be a very quick run over. When you unlock this ship, you get access to every single version of the Talus. So the Tarvo, the Talus Refit, the Talus Normal, and the Milan. It's not bad. I'm definitely not complaining. And from the looks of it, they've actually updated the textures on the Talus recently. So again, that's another nice thing to see. You also get access to Aged Romulan, which doesn't appear to show up on its nacelles. Eh? So I've just got to quickly... yeah, let's not point it out. There's clearly a bug here. Hopefully this gets fixed, but you do get access to the Aged Romulan mirror. Aged Romulan mirror. All Romulan variants. Romulan fleet variants. All Romulan types. Gotta say, I do find this one quite hilarious to see. The veteran hull, if you are a veteran. The Talus refits of his hull. The Tarvos. And the upgrade. They're all nice to see, and I do personally think they all look quite nice. But also seeing this ship, I now think to myself, Star Trek Picard, since you are the Star Trek Picard model, why didn't you give the ship its green hue that it should have had? Oh well. I'm really not sure I'm keen on that stance. Hello. Well, stance aside... God, I've got a bad inventory. Waka waka! The ship's equipment, standard equipment, is quite interesting, seeing as it is practically a torpedo boat out the gate. God, the Augment Dictator was going to love this ship. It's trying to be a torpedo boat out the gate, should I say. With 3 plasma torpedo launchers on the forward, 1 on the aft, a turret. Hello. A turret on the rear. Dual cannons on the front and a single beam on the front. It has classic TOS period equipment on there for its singularity, impulse, deflector, and shields. Not sure you can really have a classic singularity in this game, but hey-o. The experimental weapon, there is no special experimental weapon given with this ship. It's probably my greatest disappointment, is the fact that it has to come with the the experimental hyper-excited ion stream projector. Personally, I think Star Trek Online should have given this ship an experimental weapon. Every new ship you've been given has its own experimental weapon. This one really is a loss for this ship to not come with its own unique experimental. Hell, they could have come up with something like a special plasma torpedo launcher for its experimental weapon. How fitting would that have been? However, it does come with 4 consoles, so let's actually look at them. First of all, the Singularity Stabilizer will recharge your Singularity, well, enables Singularity Power Meter, and will gain 2 Singularity Power every second for 15 seconds. Basically, a quick charge of the Singularity. This can be parted up with the other consoles for a 3-piece set. Yay! Other one in that set, let's take a look. We have the Plasma Warhead module. I should blooming well hope so. The plus 10% to torpedo weapon damage is quite fitting. I appreciate the fact that this is a tier 6 console and we get the 10% torpedo damage. As well, the ship was a special experimental torpedo boat for the 1 minute, so very fitting. And the Warhead module, well, it launches a Warhead plasma module. What more do you need to know? Apparently. Kinetic damage with a 90 targeting arc. Ah, so that's what you do. Okay, so it will deal 28,908.9 kinetic damage with a 13,044.3 plasma damage over 10 seconds. When firing energy weapons, it will 2.5% chance of 961.5 physical damage per second, ignoring shields. When firing projectiles, ooh, so that's pretty good. 10% chance for the exact same for physical damage again. So basically, energy weapons and projectiles both get the same boost, but projectile weapons have a 10% chance where energy weapons only have a 2.5. Basically surmounting them to having about the equal chance per second. Well, per second firing rate. Charges up to 9 charges, so that's not too bad. Would have liked that detail there just to be in front though. Would have been much better. Ooh, that's at 5 charges. Sorry, hang on, which one? 6 charges? Ah, so as you lose charges, the weapon slowly weakens. That's why the information isn't there. And its absolute minimum, it's about the same as a standard plasma torpedo. Not too bad. Okay, glad I found that. Universal Omniversal device. Yay. Plus 20% to all damage. The Corbomite maneuver. Well, nice to see this one too. Where have we seen this before? I wonder. Yeah, they're just sitting there for you. Temple Light Cruiser, Temple Battlecruiser, Temple Tillis, they all had this lovely weapon with a PP AoE, Fear, Placate, minus damage resistance, defense, and shield hardness. To the foe, you get weapon power set to 125, unable to attack for 5 seconds, and current weapon power, shield power, and auxiliary power will be forced to 25. Essentially, it will be forcing your enemy's ship to transfer all its power to engine, and have nothing anywhere else. It will also plus 50 to the flight speed for 5 seconds of the foe. Not entirely sure that's a great thing, because it's kind of telling your enemy to fly away from you, like seriously. Minus 99% of their turn rate for 5 seconds. So once again, that is a just fly away, run away, fastest speed possible. Not entirely sure I'm approving of any of this. Minus 33 to all damage resistance, which is great because that balances out then with the plus 20% to all damage bonus we have, meaning we're dealing actually a lot more damage. It decreases shield resistance by 33% as well, allowing us to deal more damage. There's just one issue I have with this. How are you supposed to take advantage of the additional firepower if the enemy is quite literally put into a running the way maneuver? Even if the enemy tries to maintain fighting by reducing their throttle to almost 0, they're still going to continue flying in one direction practically, because they're not going to be able to maneuver anymore thanks to 99% of their turn rate being gone. They literally do get left with only the choice of fly away and prepare to turn around and come back for a strafe. Stop fighting, essentially. To me, this is terrible. It's probably the worst thing they could have in a combination. Bad console. Finally, Plasma Destabilizer. Now, I like this, and I know some other people are going to like this. Oh, this lovely console. Destabilized plasma torpedo dealing a high AoE damage plus DOT with a minus dam resistance with a 90-degree targeting arc creates a level 66 mega plasma torpedo. Not high yield. Not high yield, no. This is the plasma torpedo that was fired in that first time this ship said hello to Starfleet. Oh boy. Dealing a pleasant 37,347.6 kinetic damage with a 2.5 kilometer radius and a 548.9 plasma damage per second for 15 seconds, 100% shield penetration. Is powerful. The acknowledged testing that I know of knows that this this weapon, the Mega Plasma Torpedo, will get stronger with plasma boosting. So you can boost it with plasma boosting. Kinetic damage boosting will also boost its power. So whether you want to focus on boosting its burn over time or boosting its primary damage, that's up to you. However, you do have to consider how you're going to be boosting this weapon. Now, with all this being said, I'm sure you guys would actually rather see how this ship does in battle. So enough time spent talking about its stats. I hope you're all comfortable. Prepare to head out. Helm, set course, and engage. We've rendezvoused with the RRW Rick Roll. Don't ask why it's named that. Okay, do ask. It's not actually that funny. Someone Rick rolled my partner as I was getting this ship. So I got his name. This slightly customized version is still using the refits hull, so that's fun. Lovely cannon sitting out from the side there, along with its torpedo launchers. Let's see how well it does. Of course, it suffers from the obvious issues of the Romulans, which are the lower power settings, but comes with the great advantage of the Romulans, the Singularity Core, and its advanced, or Romulan Enhanced Battle Cloak, which is going to be definitely useful here. Overall, this ship is going to show some devastating power. Hope you don't mind, I want to demonstrate. I might even change the experimental weapon. Whoops! I haven't even taken proper advantage of its power. Almost all of that firepower came from the tail just for a second then. Now that I'm done with that. Alright, I didn't bring a spare along. Guess that's the only one you're going to get to see. I do have to somewhat show off its ability, so Gallo class, I'm really sorry to do this, but now we're going to do... I'm going to just balanced weapons and shields, and I'm gonna try and show the real potential of the ship over its lessened energy potential. Hang on, if I was gonna do that, 50 mark. There you go, about the 50 mark, and it's got its energy improvements. That gives you a rough average for weapons and shields. Wait, what am I doing? Fire these!
Warning, ship is under attack.
How's that for damage, eh?
4 shields failing.
Seen the weakness of the forward shields, but how about this? Oh god, that's a good visual. Come on, hit. Oh! Wow, that was big. Just those 2 weapons alone nearly devastated this little fucker.
Right shield failing.
That
Rear shield failing.
that was impressive.
Integrity below 75%.
Oh, shut up. How's this? Carbonite maneuver. Yeah, it's literally just flying forwards now. Look, I hope you don't mind, but now it's time for you to die. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Hello, Keldon. Sorry, I'm just going to use you for this maneuver. It's going to hurt. Too badly. Just launching its attack so quick as well. I don't think that mega plasma torpedo is a little bit slow. That's my only jiff with that. Yeah, but I can fire it again in 30 seconds. It's that powerful, but I can use it again in 30 seconds. That's not bad. That's actually really exceptional. Oh, let's see how quickly I can erase these guys. Full power. So the destabilized Mega Plasma Torpedo can be targeted, so it can be taken out. Probably it's going to be his weakness. If you've got the trait that speeds it up, though, that would be useful. I will say this, though. Overall, once you focus on power, this ship is devastating. If you're not focusing so much on the attack power, which, let's be fair, it's a DPS ship. I'm not sure why you're not focusing on attack power. This ship isn't going to be taking enemies down too quickly. But that's the vulnerability of a Romulan ship. Its power settings is its normal weakness. If I had to rate this ship right now, or rate what I think of this ship, my scores would be this. DPS. Yeah. DPS is its highest scoring area. By a long ways. As a DPS ship, I'd give it 9 out of 10. It's great science take capability, great tactical capability, versatile in its ability, highly maneuverable, effective defense, so it's a power. It's good. Support role, I would say 7 out of 10. It would make quite an effective support DPS vessel, and relatively okay as a support ship. In a tank role, I would give it 6 out of 10, just because. No, actually, I'd give it 5 out of 10, just because the shields are so vulnerable, and once it's beaten through, it's going to take a huge amount of damage quick. The hull is its only saving grace, really. As far as its consoles go, well, the Singularity Stabilizer, I can easily give that a miss, and I would score that as a 6 out of 10. The Omniverse device, it's good for what it's meant to do, but it's also bad for what it's meant to do, because it's what it should really do is it should cripple the ship's ability to move, not send it rocketing off in one direction. Because it doesn't cripple a ship's maneuverability, in fact it completely overhauls it into a runaway lightning bolt, essentially. 5 out of 10. It would have scored way higher if it either didn't have anything to have any effect on engines, or if it crippled them. So yeah, not a good score from that one. The Plasma Warhead module. Hey, I like the Quantum Warhead module, so you know where this is going. Absolutely adore it. Think it's great how it boosts power. Great that it works on plasma damage as well. So I will very happily score this weapon as a 8 out of 10 console. It's the weapon, but console, yeah. Then you have the Plasma Destabilizer. Amazing damage. Targetable, yeah. Big issue. It's very, very slow. And if the enemy is not held in place, if you're not using hold abilities, it's going to take a very long time for it to hit, and therefore is unreliable, as it will be easily destroyed before it hits. 7 out of 10. It would have been great if it was at least as fast as a Tricobalt device. At least as fast as one of them. It's a shame, because that could have been a great console. Traits, I've already given you the scores on. My overall score for this ship is quite simple. I adore her. I think she's great. I will very happily score her overall as a 8 out of 10. I do highly recommend her while she's on sale, because the bonus stuff that comes with her is amazing as well. Being able to get a level 65 Romulan straight off the bat is great. It's not really unique to the Romulans cryptic. Dominion gets to level 60, and that might as well be maximum rank. I don't know how the hell you think this is unique, but that'll be for another video. The The other bonuses you get, the extra equipment, extra bank slots, extra everything really, is all great to see. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I think it's great. On sale at £40, the 6,000 Zen. Absolutely great value for what you're getting. So guys, if you can afford it, I would say jump on it. At £80 sterling, 12,000 Zen. A little bit less so, but certainly a much better bargain, a much better deal than what you're getting when it comes to the legendary bundle of the Federation. Albeit, I would honestly say 60 quid is the more fitting price. If you're getting a deal, a proper deal out of it. But hey, damn good ship, I will give it that. At least it's not £300, eh? Hopefully, we'll get the advantage of having the Federation ships released like this ship in the future. And until that happens, well, at least a promising sign is ahead of us. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you do have any thoughts on this ship, then I really do hope that you'll comment below what you think of it. Hope you don't mind my little bit of kit bash I used at the end. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell. And if you've enjoyed this video and I found this helpful, please, please, please hit that like button. It really does help me out, especially with the YouTube algorithm. Helps my videos get seen and helps me grow. To my heroic supporters, either by donation and Patreon, to you guys, a huge, massive thank you for your generosity and support. Sponsoring this channel and its growth is truly appreciated. And until next time, guys, from this magnificent ship, Jules Andrew, ciao for now. Live long and prosper.